Okay, folks, Dave Wiley down here in the pits at Gresham Motorsports Park, and I'm fortunate enough today to be joined by the driver of the number 48 Chevrolet Monte Carlo Lowe's for Hendricks Motorsports, and that's Jimmie Johnson. Jimmy, thanks for appearing with us today.
Yeah, we're just here doing some testing and do a little interview and get back out on the track and have some fun.
Well, you've obviously been ultra successful. You started at an early age. You've won in championships at every phase of your racing career. Tell us what it was like just coming up from your start and what those divisions did for you to get you to the Cup.
Yeah, I mean, each step along the way taught me a lot about the different forms of racing and the vehicles that I was on and in, and it also really made me understand myself and what I wanted to do. And right now it's easy to focus on all the good things that have happened in my career, but it wasn't an easy road. I didn't have things handed to me. I grew up in Southern California racing motocross with a middle-class family, and have found myself here at one of the biggest teams in the sport, and a ton of success. And there's a lot that went on in between those two steps. So I'm very proud of the journey I've been on and what I've accomplished. The fact that this team has accomplished so much together means a ton to me as well. And I was thinking when I came back here, this track looked familiar. I was here in '98 when I guess it was called Peach State,
right,
for my first race in the ASA series for that full season. I'd ran a couple races the year before, but to come back into it, not much looks the same, but to remember the thoughts in my head and what was life going to bring, what was stock car racing going to bring for me, and they come back 12 years later and be here as a four-time champion is really cool.
That is really, really cool. And I wanted to ask you, once you've got on top, I mean, it's unprecedented what you've done over the last several years of winning these championships. Tell us what it's like to stay on top. That's the hard part, isn't it?
It is. People are always making references to our team, which I find to be a big compliment because we work so hard to be in this position. But I think there's a lot more that you can put on yourself than you need to. Truthfully, you can only give 100%, and you're only as good as the last race. So living this week to week, some weeks we leave the track really happy and proud of what we've accomplished, other weeks we don't. So we're just continuously riding that roller coaster of emotions up and down, and I guess over the last 4 years it's averaged out better than anyone else's roller coaster ride, so we'll take it. But it's a wild experience. And I love the success we've had. I know it won't last forever, but I know my desire to race will be there forever, and I'll just keep working hard to stay on top, and hopefully we can.
I got you. Another question I wanted to ask you was, you got some other high-profile teammates. When you're out there during a race, and sometimes you want to help your teammates, but at the same time you're trying to win. So tell us what that's like.
Well, there's really only two tracks that you can help a teammate out. That would be Daytona and Talladega. The other tracks, you try to work with each other, but at the same time, when it comes to the end of the race, everyone has to fight for their position and the points and the trophy for that matter. So I think where the teammate situation works its best is at the shop and getting prepared, coming to the track and the sharing of information. Even at the track through practice sessions, we debrief and get together and share all the things that we do. And then when the race starts, it's kind of every man for himself.
Right.
And it's not uncommon to see teammates race each other harder than anyone else. And I've been through that and been guilty of that and have been on the receiving end of that as well. So at the end of the day, we're all out there trying to do our jobs for our sponsors. But I think Hendrick Motorsports and the drivers within Hendrick have done an amazing job to keep the team first and to maintain the success through that.
Well, I know you have. You've been very, very successful. One final question. Tell us what it's like, how life's changed for you since you've become a father.
Well, I find that getting sleep comes in small intervals. I feel like I'm close to getting enough. We'll see when I go to the track this weekend and get back to life and reality. But it's been an amazing experience. I've had so many people tell me it's just impossible to describe, and they were right. Until you experience it on your own, there's nothing like it. So we're very proud parents and enjoying everything that comes with it, and looking forward to watching her grow up and all the fun things that come with it.
I got you. Well, listen, you've done very well at Indianapolis when your cars run the whole time these last few years, so good luck up there at Indy.
You got it. Thank you.
Dave Wiley down here in the pits at Gresham Motorsports Park with Jimmie Johnson.